I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a drive.
The 2024 Mercedes-AMG S63.
With launch control that Yuri has not experienced yet.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, and then it gives you a little spank on the bottom with the seatbelt.
That's why we had to save that real launch for this video.
Horsepower torque.
791 horsepower, 1,055 pound-feet of torque from a hybrid 4-liter twin-turbo V8.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like 1,000 should be even crazier though.
I kind of agree. So this has a lot of wild stuff going on. It actually has 2 transmissions. One 9-speed multi-plate clutch for the regular V8.
Okay.
And then a 2-speed transmission for the E-motor on the rear axle with the battery with an integrated differential as well.
So is this muscle S63?
Yes.
They're like, we're gonna make this thing fast no matter what, and just pull like a friggin' freight train.
Because this is an E-Performance, which means it has hybrid boost. This is not fully electric. Don't turn off the video. You can actually plug this in and you can drive in fully electric. So if I rotate this dial into electric, we are 100% electric right now, and I can floor it.
Pretty cool, pretty
Yeah.
cool. Well, what's the electric only range? 20 kilometers or something?
I think it's like 20 miles-ish or 40 miles or something like that if you plug it in, and you can never get 100% charge if you're just driving and using the regen and all that stuff. It'll go to 50% roughly in Sport Plus, and that's like the fastest way to charge the battery. So approximately 50%, you have 10 kilometers of range. Now, Mercedes says they don't really care about the plug-in hybridness, at least in terms of range for this. They prioritize performance. That's
Okay.
why this is muscle sedan.
It says performance on the badge.
Does it?
E-Performance?
Oh yeah, on the side badge. Sorry, I was thinking of the S63 badge.
With the red outlines!
Exactly, and this is also an Edition 1. So an Edition 1 is a limited edition special package. So
Yeah,
you get
I feel like I've seen a lot of those from like launch events in Europe where everyone's got like the cool like edition graphics on the side.
Yeah,
stuff.
and those are usually like a matte, kind of like a sparkly metallic
Yeah.
gray or something like that. But this is like a Nardo gray.
Yeah! Cement all day, baby!
Which is part of the whole package, and then you get the red brake calipers. You get these amazing looking wheels. I love these forged 21-inch wheels. They look incredible.
Yo,
but
this whole car looks awesome.
the whole car looks incredible.
The front end, the headlights, everything, every line, all the rolling footage, how low it is while it was like in those rolling shots, it looked fake. It was aftermarket.
I love the stance on this thing, everything about how this looks. I love that they just took the traditional AMG formula, applied that to here. We got larger air intakes in the front end. We got that classic AMG grille. Everything looks great. We have quad exhaust out back. We should probably
listen to it from the outside.
Now let me get to that but I mentioned earlier. I was actually going to talk about the road noise from this vehicle. I'm not sure where
it's
it's
an
from.
S-Class. It's supposed to be silent, right? Or is it? Is that Rolls-Royce?
No, S-Class is supposed to be. But this, again, is an S63. However, I think there's still a little bit too much road noise being transmitted into the cabin.
It's like always humming.
Exactly. There's like a droniness, and I know they have like active noise cancellation and whatever, but I feel like it's not canceling out enough because my standards are very, very high for an S-Class and even higher for an S63. So I'm not sure if it's from these performance tires or the fact that we have large 21-inch wheels contributing to that, or the stiffer suspension that we also get.
Yo, what would be the Continental recommended tire for these larger, cool-looking wheels?
The Conti Sport Contact 5P.
I like those wheels.
Maybe that would help with the road noise. I cannot confirm or deny.
I'm not a lawyer.
And this being an S-Class should have a 3-pointed star at the front, but it does not. It has the Falterback AMG logo.
Yeah, so they do nowadays?
I guess for the AMGs, I kind of missed the 3-pointed star that's raised. You know, S-Class
they'll
things.
bring it back in a little while.
Well,
yeah.
it's only gone on this because it's performance, right? It's aerodynamic. Right?
What does the Maybach get?
I guess it gets the Maybach logo. But I also mentioned that this was an E-Performance, which means we have a battery, so it is taking some of the trunk space in the back, but it is Formula One technology derived from F1, from the Mercedes-AMG Petronas race team.
As Lewis Hamilton directly said, it didn't.
Yes.
No,
but I'm going to use that F1 tech into Cliche Corner, and I'm going to tell you right now, this thing is going to rip through. Hold on to every handle you possibly can, Yuri, because it is a monster through here. Like, it is doing things that it really should not do, and that's where you really feel the 1,000 pound-feet of torque. And
Yo, new pace car, let's go.
Oh my God, yeah, this would probably rip on a racetrack. So we do have active anti-roll bars, which basically make this thing flat through the corners, like really, really flat.
It feels like that.
We do have the AMG tuned air suspension, and in my opinion, a little bit too AMG tuned, but if they're going for muscle sedan, they nailed it, because it is a little too stiff, even when you dial it back into comfort.
And we got some rear steering.
Yeah.
Not the crazy amount.
Yeah, it's not like 20 degrees or 12 degrees.
We don't know if we can buy more or not.
Yeah, it's not like a subscription that we're aware of, but possibly.
It might be there.
Yeah. But I do want to show you something else that I'm not the biggest fan of, this 2-speed transmission. Watch this. Drive slowly.
Oh, yeah, what the heck is that?
Yeah. So it's been doing that from first to second for me basically every time.
First to second is in first engine to second transmission?
This works very complexly, so I'm not actually sure, but to me it feels like it's the rear motor rather than the front transmission.
Okay, that was in Sport S Plus.
Yes,
or Sport Plus. Let's go into Comfort and try it.
It does help a little bit, but it still does it. Like, watch this. I saw second. I think it's going to trick it tricks it. It's not fair. Yeah, so it's kind of tricking the car into making it not do that if you drive it in comfort. Which,
well, hey, if it's making it comfortable in comfort, that's kind of what they want, right?
Well, let's just handle this through here, because honestly, it's kind of really fun to drive if you drive it aggressively. I have been having more fun driving this aggressively than I have driving it comfortably.
Yeah, that seems crazy.
Yeah.
Even the pumped-in sounds are like pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can turn them on or off. There is like a sound wave button that you can just turn off. So I'll do it on the straightaway right here.
Instead of your exhaust button?
Yeah, because I guess it does both, because this does do crackles and pops here and there. So here. That's with it on. I'm going to downshift back to second. Oops, I pressed the wrong button there. My bad. There. A lot more muted.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then, like, when it's just sitting there, it almost sounds like it's cammed.
Yes.
But I don't know if that's electric-y stuff going through and, like, adding that sound.
No, it's the AMG aggressiveness. Let's take a listen to the idle. But more performance stuff that I actually really like. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and it kind of does feel like that, but at the same time, it's like, a little bit more would have been nice. Honestly, because this weighs a lot.
I feel like it should be fast.
I know, because it weighs so much, right? Like, that 1,000 pound-feet of torque moves a lot of weight as well.
Maybe like more 1,000 pound-feet of torque or 1,000 horsepower.
I think I like 1,000 horsepower, Yuri.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either. Subscribe!
Yeah, subscribe!
Definitely subscribe.
Subscribe.
But driving this around town using the paddles and driving this aggressively, which again is the best way to drive this, is actually pretty enjoyable. Like, this 9-speed shifts pretty quickly. Really like it.
We got the active bolsters going right now, and
yeah,
like, dude, even if you like turn a little bit, the bolsters are like pushing you.
We have it in the most aggressive active bolstering mode.
Yeah,
you can turn it down, but it's nice. And these seats are actually really comfortable. They are also massage seats.
Oh yeah.
To be expected. But the craziest part to me about these seats is that when you have music playing, you can feel the music through the seats.
I had my phone plugged in and I was like looking on an Instagram reel, and all of a sudden my back started vibrating to the reel. I was like, what the hell? Put on some music and it was like, what the heck?
I was listening to a podcast with back vibrations. I'm like, I don't know.
If someone's got a deep voice.
Yeah.
It's ASMR to the extreme.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then you're just vibrating.
Let's get you to vibrate into this driver's seat.
Please don't say that.
My goal is now to make that as awkward as possible.
Okay, so just do it?
Just do it, Yuri.
Oh. Yo, why does this thing feel like it's skating?
It does that.
I don't like that.
So I didn't want to talk about that because I wanted you to experience that firsthand, but it does feel like the back end is skating every single time.
But it feels stable, but it just does not feel right, Michael. I'm going to be an adult about it and put it in full electric mode.
That's not very adulty. That's very senior citizen of you.
Senior citizens are adults. Let's see if I floor it. Yeah, it like really doesn't let you kick into gas mode or go too quickly unless you hit the kick down pedal, which is nice. That's what I'd want. And then if I can regen by clicking this right thing and dialing this.
You can't do it in electric, I don't think. You have to be in one of the drive modes with an engine. Another one. Go to sport.
So recoup.
I'll go to Sport Plus because it definitely worked in Sport Plus.
Okay, my button stopped working. Okay, this is not my fault, right? I don't know where it went.
I think you just pressed it too many times.
Okay, I didn't know that was an option. Okay.
Look, man, we got to turn the car off and back on again.
We'll do that later.
The car just needed a good old reset. Everything works now. Dial it all the way up, dial it all the way down. That is how it works.
Back to other cool stuff in this car. While we were doing our review, we were also filming a Nismo Z today, and it got a puncture, so we had to pull over on the highway. And what did we do in this car? We played the friggin' games that it came with. Some Sudoku, the game where we shoot the pucks at each other.
Shuffle puck, I think?
Yeah, and then
that
there
was so fun.
There was a card game where you had to memorize stuff. You know, not the worst.
Yeah, really good.
And like I didn't have to use my phone to do it, so you could be on a phone call with the tow truck company while we were playing the games, unlike BMW, who would make you download an app and stuff, and I had no reception, so I couldn't do that anyways.
True, good call.
Shout out, you know, I make fun of these apps.
So do I.
But like, that was a solid waste of time.
Yeah, like we killed 2 hours waiting for this tow truck.
Shuffle puck. It took me 12 minutes to do a Sudoku puzzle. The easiest one.
So it's cool that they have that. We also have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, as is tradition.
Wired or wireless?
Yeah.
Okay, we've gotten pretty used to this infotainment. I see this 3D button. If I click it, whoa! Okay.
Explain what whoa is.
The gauge cluster turns 3D like the Genesis G70.
Yes, and it does that in every single cluster mode, which is really cool.
Because you can like click the home button and like click sport or super sport or track pace and just get really crazy. It's cool that it says track pace.
And if we can't film it, sorry, it is 3D, trust us.
And then it sucks that this doesn't have track mode. Like it has sport.
I wouldn't say it sucks.
S plus, but you have track pace.
It's an S63. Don't take this to the racetrack.
Shouldn't anything AMG or 63 have?
No.
Come on.
Track mode.
Come on. Okay, what if instead of launch control we
you can change your drive modes. Watch this.
Just my button is
there. You're just gonna floor it. Whoa.
I don't like the skating. I don't like how it moves left and right.
Yeah, it's that fast.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
Because there's so much torque coming from the e-motor.
Okay, I guess that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable. It's not that I don't like it, I'm not comfortable with it.
Yes.
But I'm sure once you figure it out, it's cool. It's still fast, but like nothing off the line compared to when you actually.
Yeah, because it's 603 horsepower from the V8 and then 188 from the e-motor on the back, and obviously all the torques.
Yeah, no, very cool, like interesting setup. And we have a nice head-up display too above the 3D thing, which is very clear to read, like very, very clear. So that's nice. And then inside, I noticed we got different styles of ambient lighting. You know, Mercedes, oh, we're just gonna have the best ambient lighting always in every car and every update.
They did it again?
Yeah, and it's like, it almost looks like it's a screen or something. I don't know what they did. But
the way that it reflects, like I think they made this gloss and that's what does it.
There's just like, it's just wicked.
Yeah.
It looks so cool.
And we haven't even touched on the back seats yet, which also have a bunch of ambient lighting, which looks great. And then we have a screen back there, well, 2 of them for the passenger and behind the driver.
And a tablet, and I think the tablet just mirrors the screens and then it just shows all the cool stuff. And it seems like you get massage back there. You can get the privacy shades to go up. We got 2 sunroofs, which is very cool. The back seems like a pretty fun place to be.
Yeah, peasant blockers, all that stuff. Yeah.
Because this is still muscle S63.
Yes.
So it's not like super comfy.
No, it's on the stiffer side for sure. But up here we also have massages as well, so it's not exclusive to the rear occupants.
Yeah.
And we do have a bunch of packages on here. Like this isn't the standard S63.
Yeah. My favorite feature is everything red in here. I love the red carbon fiber. I like the red stitching. I like the red on the door sills, even though that is a little cheese.
I think that's all part of the Edition 1 package as far as I understand.
I'm about it.
Yeah.
I would get it.
Yeah, it's cool.
You like gloss carbon fiber and red. I like red in the carbon fiber and stitching. And then we got the cool speakers that come out, and the sound system's nuts. What was that mode that we played in?
Oh, the Vitality mode.
Yeah, could we just play that? Because I think it vibrated so hard that these cameras would literally explode.
Insert the clip. Oh my God, my ears are... Done. Okay.
Can we not drive with this music?
I don't know, man.
It's copyright free.
Yeah, well, it might not be. Oh God, it's so loud. I don't even want to listen to that anymore.
Yeah.
back to whatever the hell we were talking about. We got cup holders over here.
They look like they'll fit a small cup just fine. And how about the visors? Oh, 3, 2, 1. Double visor.
Vitalizing. Full pass and a double visor.
I feel like the S-Class always has a double visor.
Yeah, I think so too. And the GLS, I think too.
I like how it says S63 Edition 1.
I think we have to literally stop this from vitalizing because it's going to keep trying to vitalize. There we go.
Energizing comfort. Vitalizes BMW.
Oh, sorry. I can't think after all that volume anymore.
Straight to German car jail.
Oh, we got these cool vents, which are different, but cool.
I like them, yeah. And they're still manual. You can still adjust them with your hand. That's something good nowadays.
I think we need to skip the part where you can use the infotainment to adjust your climate and then go straight to brainwaves. Like that should just skip that. Elon implant everybody, and then we just do brainwaves. Like, just gonna look at that one and it's just gonna aim at my eyeball.
So I feel like that's pretty much everything. Let me rip through Cliche Corner and let's get to the price.
No, I'm not gonna let you do it, Yuri.
Don't let me.
I'm gonna hold you back. Oh, dude.
Holy
shit. Yeah.
What the heck?
It's so faster.
This feels like almost better than the SL.
I know.
Or the AMG
Like
GT.
it's on. Yeah, it because of the size that we know where we're in. It feels great.
All right, let's get to the price.
Okay, so this one starts at $205,000
Canadian.
and this one is optioned out to $270,640.
Yo, honestly, after ripping this through Cliche Corner, friggin' worth it.
Right? Like when you drive this like a comfort car, it's not that great at it, which I guess isn't the objective. But the S-Class to me has always kind of been like this do everything car. And this one is definitely more on the muscly side. Like this is the performance side.
Dude, an S-Class has never done that before.
No, it hasn't to this extent. So I get that.
Yo.
So after driving the S-Class for several hundred kilometers up to Muskoka, which is cottage country for rich people, for people that don't live in Ontario, there's a lot of S-Classes out here and this thing fits right in. However, everyone's been jealous of me, all the rich old dudes, because they've got the previous gen S63s. They can't get their hands on this yet, and the current gen S650s. So they're all staring at me with envy, and they think that I own this thing, but I really don't. So the drive here was fantastic. It was, the car basically drove itself the entire time. Basically didn't even have to touch the wheel. So the lane keep assist, adaptive cruise is amazing in traffic. Everything worked flawlessly. The road noise, still a little bit annoying. My wife also noticed it, who was holding the camera once I pointed it out. Suspension has been totally fine. I've left this thing in comfort mode. And speaking of comfort mode, leaving it in that, driving all the way up here, I got about 9.5 liters per 100 kilometers, which is amazing. So I ended up getting here with only using a quarter tank and several hours of driving. Thoroughly impressed. Overall, I actually like this a lot more than I thought I did. And I can still dial this back into, or dial this up into Sport Plus, and then do some handling back here while my wife tries to hold the camera as steady as possible. All right, back to the video.
This, if you're a Mercedes salesman, take someone in this to a curvy road, guaranteed sold.
Yes, don't put them in comfort mode. Don't drive them with the slow transmission, doing the double shifting thing.
Ripping through canyon roads. tsp.truecar.com. There should just be a canyon road showing when you click this car. Every listing should have a picture of this ripping through canyons.
Yeah, because like driving wise, for fun, it's excellent.
This is like, I actually want to go to like Angeles Crest with this.
Yeah.
Wow, what a sweet car.
All right, thanks for watching. Let us know what you think of the E-Performance.
Let us know if you have $300,000 to spend. Everyone who watches this, leave a comment below. I do have $300,000 to spend on a car, or I don't have $300,000 to spend on a car.
And for the record, people have watched our videos and bought Rolls Royces and Aston Martins and Porsches.
So it'll be like maybe 3 or 5 for this video?
Exactly.